my channel. This week's message is for September 2nd through to the 8th. So Wednesday through to Tuesday. And today is August 28th. So welcome. All right, let's see what they have for us. All right, my mind is going, I just can't get it clear. I just can't get it clear. So there's something that you're trying to decipher that you just can't get clarity on. They said, for many of you, they said, I feel like I'm on a turnstile and I'm just going to get shot out the other side. And then wherever I land, I'll know that I'm okay. And they're saying, you know what? You are right. You will know you're okay because I see you landing on nice green, fertile grass. So that means that your mind isn't supposed to linearly receive the information or the clarity that you're looking for right now. The energy is going to just take you where you need to be. And they said you will wind up in the right place. Yeah. And they said not only will you do that, but they said once you're there, you will be acclimated very quickly. You will have the correct tools. You will know how to present yourself correctly. It's funny because I do feel so strongly in many ways that a lot of this is around the online learning and teachers, etc. Because that is actually the state that a lot of them are in, as well as the parents. But if this relates to you in other ways, because it's not just for that, that's the energies that are coming in. They really are wanting us to move out of linear thinking that for someone to do this, then I'll do this. And, you know, that if I do this, then this will give me this. And they're saying we're not working in that kind of a timeline right now. Right now, we're in a timeline of pure, crystalline, clear, clean energy that is magnifying your expression in this reality construct. Meaning that we are light and information, all right? And we are awakening to our connection and to how we think and the energies that we carry emotionally and how that affects and is affecting our reality. So it's a wakey up time, all right? So that's a mouthful. Let's see what else going on. Okay, this is really funny. They're showing somebody on a log. You know how they put the log in the water and they try to keep up with it or not fall into the water. I feel, okay, again, they're saying, okay, things are moving really fast and you're having to really get your feet moving to stay up with the turbulence too. Not turbulence, that's the wrong word, but I want to say the shifts and the changes. And they're saying you absolutely really don't have to even move your feet really quickly. You can just put your feet on each side and kind of find that balance. And it'll the balance will kind of move you forward in that way. So less physical effort, all right? And more of just going with the flow and how things are presenting themselves. All right, let's see what else. Second, third, and fourth. All right, for some of you, I feel that you made a commitment to someone and somebody is saying, did you say you were going to do that for me? Like, did you say you were going to marry me? Did you say you were going to hire me? It was some sort of a commitment, but I feel as though the other person now is saying, we are doing this, aren't we? You do still want to do this, don't you? And they're saying that part of you is just kind of surrendered, that maybe not necessarily do you not want to, but that you're not linearly going to make it happen any longer. Your life is no longer about on this date I do this and on that date I do that. It is more of just finding what day's going to work. Okay, that day works. You know, less planning, more just making a decision according to where you're at and how it fits. But for many of you that felt that you were given a long-term commitment, job-wise in any way, or in a relationship, it's not that the person has forgotten. It's just that things have changed so much that They're just not leading their life like that anymore. It has no shame or blame on you, the receiver. All right. So also for you, if you are that person that is the one that needs to clarify things for whomever, please do so, so that they have a little bit of an understanding and there's less turbulence for them in their life. I also feel for some of you, you've got some words you've got to share with someone and it's painful, but you need to do it. You know, if we hold it in, if it's held in here, this area here can get very tight, constrained, and there's a hurt here. There's a hurt and a hardness and some sort of, and I'm hearing the word insignificance. So this has to do with whomever's going to express this is they've felt insignificant and they need to share what it is that they have. This old wound, this old pain needs to come out. And it's not necessarily so that it can be land on you. It is, or if you're the person, it's not so that you can actually, it's not about attacking anyone. It's a wound in a sore spot that needs to be cleared. And it needs to be cleared by you using your voice. Something many of us don't use anymore. We're texting and we're looking down and we're not, you know, we're not really looking and speaking and allowing that energy and the vibrations to move forward like they need to. That is a healing for us, and it's a healing for the person that's receiving it because they're understanding human nature a little bit better. You know, this is an instrument that we use here, and we need to use the whole instrument. All right, September 5th and 6th, which is Saturday, Sunday. I see whatever little distractions or disturbances, or let's just say you got a little hurt with someone. It's like, I also too, I want to say if there's been a conflict with somebody, I feel like you're going to break it down and go, you know what? It's just not worth my time and energy. It's not, you're not being rude. They're not being rude to you. Sometimes we're just not a match with people anymore because as we grow, we don't fit the same. All right. So we need to move on. And that's what this is about, moving on. It's funny because my fingers go like this and I want to say the church and here's the people. So this could have something to do with a church organization as well, or some sort of an organization, but it does feel like a church organization just because that's the way it's coming through. All right, I hear something about being a good Boy Scout. You know you were a good Boy Scout. For all of the men who, and I just heard something the other day where the Boy Scout is being dismantled because of so many lawsuits and allegations of abuse, etc. But apart from that, that's me with my information from my linear self, my mind. But apart from that, I'm hearing something about, you know you are always a good Boy Scout. On my honor, I give my word. So I feel that there's, this is for the men. Being a good boy, I gave my word, you know, is something that you don't take lightly. It's something that you learned as a Boy Scout would learn it, that's your honor. And when you give your honor, it precedes everything else. They're saying that the first word you keep is the word you keep to yourself. What is right for me? What is my place in the cosmic web that we're in right now? What is best for my well-being and my place in life? And they're saying as you do that, you are keeping your honor and your word to you first. All right, because and I don't feel like there's this blind allegiance to something, nothing like that specifically, but whomever this is for, they are a very tender soul. They don't take things lightly. I also feel that there could be somebody on the spirit side of light that was a Boy Scout that could be stepping in as well to help you keep your word, but your word to yourself first, so that then you can keep your word to others. Excuse me, little itch there. That must be how they're coming in. So watch for those little itches, all right? Because that's how spirit will touch in with us. I'm hearing the name Tommy also, so there's that. All right, we're going to look at the 7th and the 8th of September. big strides, big emotional strides are being taken. It's like you're digging in, you're doing the work, you're going far very quickly. And it's like, it's almost like, like those days where you just got to get up and burn that energy. You got to move it. You got to really, achieve physically. And this is what I feel is like, you're going to make great emotional strides through the work that you're going to be doing, okay, very quickly, especially on that Monday and that Tuesday. I see you just really moving ahead. They're saying by the time you get to the end of September, it's interesting because they're telling me September 21st, which is my birthday, so happy birthday to me. But they're bringing in that date that by the time you get to September 21st, you're going to stand there and go, wow, look what I did. So you're just at the beginning of really moving forward quickly, putting in the effort, and you'll go further. The effort required is not going to be so much arduous. You're going to enjoy it, but you're going to go further than you ever thought you could go as a result. All right. All right. So let's look at the entire 2nd to the 8th. For those of you that are new to, this is my calendar I'm looking at over here. When I'm looking around like that, I'm connecting with spirit. All right. So let's see what they have for the whole week. I hear some weddings, new beginnings. I also see that some of you that feel like some of you need to get out of your own head. It's almost like they put a concrete block around your head and they said you're breaking away the structure, the little paradigm that you've given yourself to live in. You're breaking it away and you're freeing yourself up. And they said, as you do, part of you will be afraid because even though that brick that you had around your head was heavy, it gave you the constraints, the walls, the perimeters. And they're saying not having all that is frightening to some of you because it's just too much freedom. Okay, too much too soon. Isn't it funny? They call this a prison planet. Now, isn't it interesting how much we, can identify with enjoying the routine and being a prisoner of the, let's just say the rule sets that we align with that are apart from the planet's rule sets. Many times those of, the spirit energy is, our spirit is so light and so fine. And getting into this vehicle and learning to harmonize to this dimension isn't always easy. And it makes people want to not be in their body. That's why drugs, alcohol, or, they love it. Let's get out of this body. Let's get out of this suitcase. This isn't who I really am. I mean, did I really pick this lifetime to do this, to be in this space and doing all this? So this is you breaking away and realizing the constraints you put on yourself that didn't need to be there, but that you enjoyed because it gave you also a sense of protection. All right. For a lot of you, I also see moving forward, but not necessarily having your balance. So once again, they're relating to how the messages began. Because it's like being on roller skates and somebody pushing you and you're going, and they're just saying that before you know it, it's like, oh, look, I'm moving, I'm doing it, I'm getting it done. And they said that's how this whole week is going to be. They're also saying you're a very clever person. They want you to use your mind more. And they don't mean this man-made mind. Use the mind, that your ability to receive, perceive, and intuit what is useful. Allow yourself to access those tools that are coming in for you because you're very wise and very clever. So there's a lot of insight, newness, and awareness coming in. And the uniqueness of each one of us is magnified through the access point of this cleverness, of listening, of applying these new, these ideas that we get about how to navigate our terrain. For some of you, I see the ocean. I'm seeing seashells. I wanted to say that seashells by the seashore. I am feeling Florida's energy quite a bit for some of you. I feel a cool breeze. I feel healing. I feel neutrality, a calming energy. So I know, I don't know if we're in or out of hurricane season over there for sure, but I do feel that there's a calmness coming into that area. So that'll be really useful. All right, for most of you, they're saying that just don't try to be a good soldier. Don't try to earn your stripes by doing what society. It doesn't mean to go against society standards or rule sets just to like be a rebel to be a rebel, because that's useless as well, isn't it? That's also looking for a stripe because, hey, I'm a rebel, you know. But they're saying don't look for external rewards. Follow what internally is navigating you to succeed and what true success means to you. Many of you have been contacted and are connected very strongly with the star beings, very much so. So this contact will increase, and this, for some of you, it's like, oh, I don't know, you know. I'll tell you, it's not something that you should go out seeking. But as you develop and grow and evolve, when you're in the right place at the right time, the energies will be there for you. So for many of you, that is where you're at. Now I'm going to pull, I've got my cards, I've already shuffled them. I'm going to pull one of these cards and see what they have for the whole week for everybody. It says, me, I work on enlightening myself. I need the approval of no one. I do not take on problems of others. I live to fulfill my own needs and to realize my full potential. So there they go. All right. With that, thank you so much. If you like my channel, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon so that you can be reminded when I upload new videos. Thank you.